The story of DNA begins with Gregor Mendel, an Austrian monk who conducted pioneering experiments with pea plants in the 19th century. His work laid the foundation for the field of genetics by uncovering the basic principles of heredity. Mendel's work involved breeding experiments between strains of peas that differed in well defined characteristics. Unlike previous breeders who struggled with vague traits, Mendel focused on specific, easily distinguishable features. Mendel traced the inheritance of these traits: seed shape, seed color, pod shape, and stem length. His precision in selecting these distinct differences was crucial to his success. Many breeders before Mendel had attempted to understand inheritance by studying more complex and less defined qualities, but they failed to uncover any clear patterns. Mendel's choice to concentrate on well defined characteristics allowed him to define the fundamental rules of heredity. Through his experiments, Mendel discovered that traits are passed down through discrete units, now known as genes. He formulated the law of segregation and independent assortment, laying the foundation for modern genetics. After confirming that each type of parental strain bred true, producing offspring with traits identical to the parents, Mendel began a series of crosses between parents differing in their single characteristics, such as seed shape or seed color. When Mendel crossed these parent plants, all the progeny of the first generation, known as the F1 generation, displayed the traits of only one parent. For instance, in a cross between peas with yellow seeds and peas with green seeds, all the offsprings had yellow seeds. Mendel termed the trait that appeared in the F1 generation as dominant, while the trait that did not appear was called recessive. This crucial observation allowed Mendel to develop a deeper understanding of how traits are inherited, leading to the foundational principle of dominant and recessive alleles in genetics. The significance of Mendel's experiments became clear when he performed genetic crosses between the F1 offspring. These crosses revealed that recessive traits reappeared in approximately 25% of the F2 generation, while the dominant trait appeared in about 75% of the offspring. For each of the 7 traits Mendel studied, the F2 generation consistently showed a 3 to 1 ratio of dominant to recessive traits. When he extended his experiments to the F3 generation, all F2 plants with recessive traits bred true, producing only recessive progeny. Mendel interpreted these results correctly. He proposed that these traits are controlled by pairs of factors, now known as genes, with one factor coming from each parent. Pure breeding round peas have 2 round alleles, while pure breeding wrinkled peas have 2 wrinkled alleles. Crosses between these produces F1 plants with both alleles, which appear round because the round allele gene is dominant over the wrinkled allele. The physical appearance of an organism is called its phenotype, while its genetic makeup is called genotype. Identical phenotypes can arise from different genotypes, necessitating genetic crosses to determine an organism's true genetic compound. Homozygous refers to the gene pairs with identical alleles from both parents. Heterozygous refers to the gene pairs with different alleles. Mendel represented dominant alleles with capital letters and recessive alleles with lower case letters. A gamete contains only one allele of each gene, either capital R or small r in this case, produced in equal numbers. Thus, there is a 50-50% chance that a gamete from F1P will contain either allele. The random segregation of alleles explain why the 3 to 1 ratio is not exact in small samples but approximate this ratio more closely in larger samples. The reappearance of recessive trait in the F2 generation demonstrated that recessive alleles are neither lost nor modified in the F1 generation. This independent transmission of dominant and recessive genes is known as Mendel's first law, the principle of independent segregation. In Mendel's experiments, each gene pair had a clear dominant and recessive member. However, this is not always the case. Sometimes the heterozygous phenotype is a blend of 2 homozygous phenotypes. For instance, crossing a pure breeding red snapdragon with a pure breeding white variety produces F1 progeny with intermediate pink color. When this F1 progeny are crossed, The resulting F2 generation includes red, pink, and white flowers in 1:1 ratio. This allows us to distinguish heterozygotes from homozygotes by their phenotype. This phenomenon shows that Mendel's law are still valid even when one allele is not dominant over the other. The principle of inheritance apply universally whether the alleles exhibit dominance or not. The law of inheritance remains a cornerstone of genetic science. In coming years, Mendel extended his breeding experiments to peas that differed in more than one characteristic, starting with pure breeding strains, one with round yellow seeds and the other one with wrinkled green seeds. He noted that round and yellow traits are dominant. Crossing these strains, the F1 generation produced round yellow seeds. When Mendel crossed the F1 generation with itself, the F2 progeny displayed not only the original phenotypes but also two new combinations, wrinkled yellow and round green. Mendel interpreted these results by proposing that each gene pair is independently transmitted to the gamete during sex cell formation. Each gamete contains only one type of allele from each gene pair. Thus, the gamete from F1 plant can be but never all four gametes types are produced equally with no tendency for genes from one parent to stay together. This equal production results in the F2 progeny appearing in 9 round yellow, 3 round green, 3 wrinkled yellow, and 1 wrinkled green. This is Mendel's second law, the principle of independent assortment. Building on Mendel's foundational work, scientists eventually turned their attention to the molecular structure of the genetic material itself, the DNA. This quest led to one of the greatest scientific breakthroughs of the 20th century,